Okay, let's just see. I'll put the title down after the storyline is complete. So far I got 2 cards. This is Healer Tarot, the Brass Love 1 here on YouTube. Okay, for those who come in for the first time to the channel. Okay, so I do say again to anybody who does not get the lessons taught, maybe this channel was not for you. For those who dislike Healer Tarot, this channel was not for you. But maybe it is. Maybe you will learn something one day. Maybe. Okay, so the first card is you got to work on your problems, but not here. Okay, somebody. Okay, so we have right here that somebody's going to be guilty as charged, and it's going to be on letterhead. So let's just see how I'm going to work this storyline. Let me think for a minute. So I'm going to put me in it, Healer Tarot. I'm going to put me in it, the Brass Love 1. So somebody got a problem with the Brass Love 1. Right? Period. But then it's going to be other people in it too. So I just got to work the cards on how it come out to me. So somebody got to work on their problems, but not here. Not here on YouTube. Not here online. There's going to have to be some face-to-face action, some court action, or however it be. Right? But not here on YouTube. Not here online. Because the first card says somebody need to work on their problems, but not here. Because somebody guilty as charged, it's going to be on letterhead as far as something that somebody doing against Healer Tarot, or somebody connected to Healer Tarot. Take it however it goes. Okay, so let's just see. I hear part of Chris' song, I'll Treat You Well. So maybe this is somebody that don't want to treat me well. Somebody I would treat well, but don't want to treat me well. I'm going off of that part of the song I hear. I'll treat you well. Okay. Somebody need to say a prayer and eat some good foods or some healthy foods. Okay. Okay, because somebody's going to be captured. So we got a great aunt. That's important. Great aunt of mine, great aunt of somebody, or whoever it is. So we have never again will somebody get the gift of a great aunt of me. A great aunt. That's really a death card, and I can make it an end card. It's an end to something for somebody and me, or a great aunt. Okay, because somebody thought I was easy, or took a great aunt as easy, or was knowing that she was easy. They don't have to be in romance. It could be in romance, but it could actually be just be a kind person. So it's time to call. God says it's time to grow up for somebody. Okay, so I'm going to look at a great aunt and Healer Tarot. That's 2 people, right? That's somebody evidently a connection. Okay, this is somebody holding on to somebody for their money, anything like that. Grabbing on somebody for their money, anything as far as money. Okay, we got a killing card right here. So a relationship was murdered between somebody, great aunt, Healer Tarot, and somebody, or somebody and a great aunt, or anything as far as a great aunt, or aunt in general, or great aunt, or whoever this is. Okay, so we have that the relationship was murdered, destroyed. Okay, or somebody murdered somebody, or tried to murder somebody, or somebody's great aunt was murdered, or somebody tried to murder Healer Tarot, or take it however it's going, because somebody didn't want to choose the word love, right? Okay, let's just say, okay, when you start to really feel the real, you're going to come out. Move away from any situation that annoys you. So Healer Tarot moved away from any situations that annoy her in her life. But we got a great aunt some kind of way. She needed to, or she will, or she tried to, or whatever this is. Okay, let's not mask the smell of foul because it was foul somebody did to Healer Tarot. And you know that's me, the Brass Love One. Or to a great aunt. Or a great aunt did something to Healer Tarot. Take it however it's flowing. Okay? So we got a random rider. That's a man. Okay? I hear psycho. He a psycho. Okay? Talking in the surroundings of Healer Tarot. Follow me? Or in the surroundings of the great aunt. 15 hugs won't be enough when they coming from you. Okay? Caress me so tight. So this person here might want to be caressed. Might want to be forgiven. I hear, I'll treat you well. Maybe this person's saying that this person will treat you well. Or I can turn it around and say this person didn't treat Healer Tarot. Healer Tarot. I'm just going to say this person didn't treat. I keep hearing Healer Tarot. That's why I keep going that route. Healer Tarot. Because I'm a healer. So we hear right here that this person didn't want to treat the Brass Love One right. Right? Didn't want to caress her. Didn't want to treat her right. Didn't want to give her hugs. So we got a great aunt or some random rider, whoever he is, that's going to be put on exhibit though. Okay, somebody killed some person in general, a child, or tried to kill Healer Tarot. Take it however it's flowing, because it says stop the killing of people, especially babies. So this person, somebody killed a great aunt, somebody, this random rider that's going to be put on exhibit killed a great aunt, or tried to kill Healer Tarot, or killed the relationship in general, or great aunt killed the relationship in general with Healer Tarot. Take it however it's flowing. Okay, let's see. I hear Maximilian. Okay, Maximilian. Okay, Maximilian. Who was Maximilian? I'm going to look that up. I hear Maximilian. So I hear million, Maximilian. So maybe it's a maximum of $1 million some kind of way. I hear Maximilian. And here is a money card right here. It says, place a nipple on a stone and make a wish. Pick a dream and create it for yourself. I heard Maximilian first. So somebody was trying to make a wish, right? Some kind of way. Placing something. It don't have to be on a stone. It's placing it somewhere. Making wishes or whatever. Because maybe they was trying to max out at least some kind of millions. I'm going to take it that way. Because that's what I heard. Maximilian. Okay, universe, you know all about. Oh, mine hit a million card. You told me God not good. Look at that. Here we got a million card. They say 13 million, 31 million, 1 million, 4 million, whatever amount. Right? This card say million, and you heard me say million not too long ago. Somebody needed to say they wanted to be out of a money deal. Right? Or somebody actually did get out of a money deal, but when you're in a money deal, usually you die or you go to jail. So somebody either died from the money deal or went to jail, or somebody wanted to kill somebody, and that's how the person would be out of the money deal, because it's next to the murder card. Okay? Or somebody just needed to tell somebody that they wanted to get out of it because it was in a money deal. Right? Where it probably involved killing somebody, because I see a murder card and a gift card. Both of them are killing cards. Both of them. Okay, so we hear this one was coming. Okay. I heard it before. Somebody heard it before. Somebody wants somebody to think about being in a money deal. Or trying to get somebody in a money deal. Okay. This random rider up there, that person. He might say some misleading information. He want to chalk it up as a loss because steps up are made for a floor plan, where some kind of way he wanted to be where I guess, get a house or live better or whatever, because he was trying to get money maybe. Or aunt. Take it however it's flowing. Just wait. Just wait. I'm game. I'm in. He said he was in it. A great aunt said she was in it. Or we got a man that want, or a man who just want a lady to get in it. A money deal. He want her to say yeah. Okay. But she gonna exercise her right to complain, and something going to court because something was unjust. Right? To heal a tarot, or to a great aunt. Because somebody was a cheater. Beware of the cheater, and make sure it's just you. So don't be hooked to a cheater. We got just 2 times in a row. Unjust and just you. Right? So we got a you 2 times. The word, no, we got a you 1, 2, 3, 4 times. The you is on this table. Just you. Unjust. Okay, we're back with that. You have to beware the cheaters. This person is a cheater as far as in money. Because we're focusing on money for right now. More items. God said make sure it's just you, because this person is a cheater. Okay, so let's just say. So it's going to be a trial, or more than one trial, or however it's going. This person want to test you though. Test healer tarot. Because this person want to sail away from some problems this person got. Get me out of this rinky-dink place. This person is in a spot, in a place, or whatever this person want to get out of. But this person want to test healer tarot. This person might get testy and feel it's his prerogative because things not going like he wanted to go. Okay. Person might even say the person want to marry you or get with healer tarot. Because the person might say that the person ready to love. Person might have a daughter that's out of control. That's a lack of control. Could be a Capricorn, devil energy, whatever. Okay, sensitive issue, but you gotta tell him the truth. So somebody gonna have to tell him the truth. So healer tarot gonna have to tell him the truth, or somebody else gonna have to tell him the truth, or he gonna have to tell the truth, or take it however it goes. Okay, so we have here magically something gonna happen magically. Okay, so we have skin. Okay, so we got somebody who have an actual skin problem, or something going on with their skin, or healer tarot is not going to keep the snakes alive, because if this person want to marry healer tarot, the snakes will stay alive. Okay, or healer tarot going to court, so the snakes won't stay alive. Okay, because we have programming agencies, companies, or places, businesses that control a lot of people. So if you're dealing with motor vehicle, I'm just trying to use something. They got all their rules and everything else. They control, because they determine if you can have a license or not. Get my drift? They control. They control. There's no way around it. You got to follow whatever they tell you. Oh, you're not getting a license. Follow me. So this card means places, agencies that feel that they own the earth. And this card just simply means that people don't own the earth. But it's programming. And the programming means there's all kind of rules put in place to control people and agencies and places. So we got whoever this was trying to control healer tarot. Or agency, a person in general, or whoever it is, trying to make rules, trying to control, try to dominate. Follow me? Because somebody want to heal a tarot to do something heal a tarot did before. Devil energy. Okay? Heal a tarot don't want no smoke. But it's pros and cons with whatever this is. So let's just flow. So the truest friends don't envy you though and hate you. So we got two males that Healer Tarot seem to know. So we got Anthony and Mark. But they are just examples. So we got two males. One envy and one hate Healer Tarot. One envy Healer Tarot and one hate her. Follow me. And you know who you are. One envy me and one hate me. You know who you are. You know who you are. You know who you are. Okay? I don't have to tell you, right? Who's proud of Healer Tarot? Healer Tarot. Because I'm wonderful. Follow me? Because Healer Tarot, somebody want to Healer Tarot to be a chick tucked on the side. Hidden. Follow me? But depression don't last for so long. Somebody want to Healer Tarot to be down and out and depressed and feeling sad or whatever. But God said that don't last but so long. Healer Tarot chose the self, right? Over anybody. Okay? Because something was seasonal. Follow me? Somebody was trying to keep Healer Tarot in an apartment, in a compartment. Take her out, put it back in. Or just have her in a compartment because you know I realized that here on YouTube that my videos is not being looked at like they should. I should have thousands of views on each video. I should, but I don't. So don't think that I'm not aware of that. I'm aware of a lot of things as far as my YouTube channel. Okay? So we got a man who takes pills. So anyway, whoever he is, who's connected. Because you're trying to keep me in a compartment where I don't be viewed, where I don't be acknowledged, where the message don't get out to people who need it. Right? My soul was crying out for a conclusion as far as the situation. But maybe your soul won't be crying out for a conclusion for a situation because I love music and maybe you like music too. But black is beautiful. So either you're another race or you the same race but you just think you better than me. But you're not. I don't know how many times I got to tell people nobody's better than another. But seem like people is hard of hearing or they just can't comprehend. Okay, we have right here that somebody is going to say they're sorry to me. Right? But you meant to do what you did. So that's going to fall on deaf ears for me. Because you just want to cope. Right? Somebody's going to get joy bells while parking it. Let me see another card, and then I can see which way to go with that one. Okay, so, but it's your turn to rise, because you know they're cheating. So we're not going to say romance, right? We're going to keep this with money or items. Because I don't see a lot of romance on the table, so I want to keep it a certain way. So I feel like you're going to get joy bells, Healer Tarot, while parking it, while going somewhere, while arriving somewhere. Because it's your turn to rise. Because you know they cheated. They cheating as far as items, money, or whatever this person did to you. Or a group of them. Put it however it goes. Or aunt, whoever this is, right? Oh yeah, we got two guys right here. So two men. Maybe upgrade on over there, or just two men in general, whoever these people are. Somebody need to get some kind of healing energy, or they want a healing energy from you, but they seem to hate you, but they want your energy, right? So we got a real dad or a real brother might be involved, right? Shortly, you going to another place, city, county, state, country, or whoever this person is. Because we got somebody who is getting arrested. You are getting arrested, whoever you are, one of you, right? Okay. Okay, so we have it's harvest time, you know what I mean? Okay, so somebody's karma plagued against Healer Tarot. But Healer Tarot is strong because this person was competing against Healer Tarot. Like Healer Tarot, the enemy. But I'm nobody's enemy. Oh yeah, but if I represent God over here and you represent Satan, yeah, I guess I am your enemy, right? You like having fun. You might like the color orange. I like the color orange. Will your person ever love you? So, you wondering, I guess, if I will forgive, I guess, because the card right here. Just take the love out. You wondering if I will like and forgive? I don't have no problems with nobody. I forgive anybody, no matter whatever they did. I just forgive anyway. No matter whatever they did to me, I forgive anybody. You know, but I'm not going to deal with a person. That's the difference. Because the card says too late. I can't take it. I can't take it anymore. So I'm not dealing with a person. I can forgive, but I'm not taking it. I'm not dealing with whoever it is. There's going to be no parole granted for somebody. And somebody's going to do all their time, whatever time they deserve to get. Because I'm not going to have pity on anybody who come up against me. Nobody. I don't hate anybody. I'm just not going to have pity for them. There's a difference in me having pity for people who is innocent of something, but people who go and do negative things to me or to anybody else, I don't have compassion and pity for you. I have compassion for your victim, right? So, somebody tried to make Healer Tarot vanish without a trace, disappear, because on my YouTube channel, my channel is blocked or whatever's going on, shadow banned, blocked, or wherever it's at, or whatever's going on, where it's like, it barely get any views. And when it get a lot of views, I know that means that somebody shared it or whatever they did. And that's why I got a lot of views. There's a lot of subscribers, but I don't really know why there's a lot of subscribers and there's no views. So that makes no sense. So it leads me to believe that we have people who like making accounts and just subscribing. It could be like one person to have like 50 names on my YouTube page, on my YouTube channel, but it's one person. Get what I'm saying? With a bunch of crazy names. Get what I'm saying? It could be a total of 5 people, and they make up my subscribers, but what they doing is just taking a pile of names and making accounts. Get what I'm saying, okay? Okay, no more using me, so whoever this person is wanted to use me, right? Make me vanish without a trace where nobody see me on YouTube, or try to kill me, I guess, over there with that card. But I'm a gift. But the person know I'm a gift, right? But you guilty as charged with that second card over there, right? You jealous. Okay. Okay. You need to get help for your addiction, right? Because you was being protected all this time. You was being protected because nobody told on you, nobody, everybody was on your side some kind of way. Okay, let's just see. Okay, this jumped out. Okay. You gotta be okay with your looks and know you're beautiful. So, okay, be okay with your looks and know you're beautiful. So, I'm okay with my looks and I know I'm beautiful. I don't care who say I'm not beautiful. I say I'm beautiful. So I don't care if I weigh 600 pounds, I'm beautiful. I don't care if I weigh 100 pounds, I'm beautiful. I don't care if I'm dark, I don't care if I'm light. I don't care what it is, I'm beautiful in my eyesight. So that's how I operate. I don't care nothing about nobody think about me or anything, right? So we have right here, I don't control the outcome, but you was trying to control the outcome as far as me. Because I wanted to meet new people. I reached out to meet new people because I'm on my YouTube. I here doing my thing, doing what God want me to do. To bring in some fresh personalities. And you try to control the outcome of that. You try to control what God wanted done. But you don't control God. You not God. You don't control God. You got it mixed up. I work for God. I don't work for you. Okay? You have plenty of ideas for a fortune of your own. Right? Or for a fortune that I was going to get. Right? So, you going to an office. Or I'm going to an office. If I'm going, it's going to be sweet. If you going, it's not going to be sweet. Because you wanted to wrap it up every time as far as what all you was doing. Because you wanted to meet new people, right? So when you wanted to meet new people and wrap it up every time, fresh personalities, so you was going to pray about it, wrap it up every time. That's romantic and it's business, dealing with business here. So we have, 5 to 10 years, 2 to 7 years. You might have known me. If not that, jail, it could be. You need to answer your burdens. Because evidently you are ex. You somebody I know. Somebody who I don't talk to evidently. Because there's an ex-cousin, friend, brother, whoever you are. Okay? So, we got a mother right here. There's a mother card where losing a kid here. Help stop the loss of children if you can. A mother moving fast wanted to try to find out, put out flyers or whatever to try to find out where her child is or anything like that. So, that card is like when somebody's child is murdered, for instance. If not murdered, kidnapped, anything could happen to the child. Abortion, miscarriage, adopted, foster care, wherever they at. You lost your child because your child was not in your custody. Get what I'm saying? So this is that kind of card. So we dealing with something like that. Either you lost one, somebody lost their child. Some kind of way. Follow me? Okay, so. Okay. It's not usual that I was dealing with a spectrum or you were. Okay, so. I'm just taking a card at a time. I'm doing it different, so let God just lead it. Okay. Okay. I was confused about my lover, but I didn't have a lover. Okay, so I was confused about a friend, a person I met. How about that? Okay. Okay. Okay, so there's going to be consequences if I didn't leave this person behind, or there's going to be consequences if I did. So I left this person behind, and it was consequences evidently. behind my back, because it was a time out with me and this person. And I'll always be a sensitive thinker and be sensitive to people. That's how I operate. I'm a nice person. So this person was holding on to a corrupt pain and wouldn't let go of destruction because I went my own direction evidently. So this person might some kind of way try to communicate. I'm different. Wait a couple of days to Friday, or a couple of days, things will be different. Or might want me to wait a couple of days when I walked away. Anything like that. Okay, so I see these two just jumping out. Okay, I'm getting a blessing though, whatever the blessing is. But I was this person's blessing at the time, and this person didn't know it. But I'm getting a blessing this time. That's my tin can card. So we have that. This person needed me to feed this person, and this person got good and hot, or is good and hot. Take it however it goes. So we have right here the double Jesus miracle card. There's two miracles put together. This is an impossible card. I mean, I don't look at miracles as impossible, but this two of them put together, so it means it's impossible. God will have to really bring whoever through with this card. So this person gonna need a Jesus double miracle as far as a situation. Or this person was trying to make that for me, where something be impossible for me. Whatever it is. Get what I'm saying? Maybe to get a blessing God had for me, or whatever it may be. Okay? Okay, it was an overblown act that took place here. So this person might like music, string instruments, violins, guitars, anything, or around music. You know, when music be playing at work or whatever. Something was overblown act. So we got a friendship since childhood. So somebody who got a problem with me, or whoever this is some friendship since childhood, or felt a certain kind of way, like I was a friend since childhood, or is a friend from childhood, or whatever this is. Okay, so this person wanted to dictate, and I wasn't letting this person dictate because I went another direction. I became unavailable. Okay, so we got this. I captured raw love. Real love back then. But I had to make myself unavailable for this person. So I'm going to put this with me. It was like a friendship since childhood. I felt a certain kind of way with this person. Okay? But this person had flip words at times. Thought it was humorous. This person needed some healing energy because I was trying to analyze and see where it stemmed from, how this person was. Person was different from me. See, I can tolerate people even though they don't be nice. I can tolerate them. Well, back then, anyway. Right now, I don't tolerate people who not nice to me. I don't tolerate you. You're going to come to me the way I come to you. Or you're not going to come to me. That's how it's going to go. You're not going to be in my presence. Because I'm not going to be in yours. So we have that. I decided I wasn't going to put up with this person's crap any longer because this person didn't know how to talk. Follow me? Needed healing energy. You heard me say that, right? So, I was a beautiful dreamer. Myself, right? That was me. My way of thinking. Because I was being myself, right? And I love birds. So we got number 19, 91, number 10. So something was store-bought. and I sit down. Because I did buy something and I sit down. That's accurate. Okay, I was catering to this person in the summer or whatever season it was at that time period, and that is correct back then. Okay? But this person was the top dog at the time, during the big times, during that time. Okay? So, okay, let's see. I hear Commander-in-Chief. This person was like Commander-in-Chief. Somebody who's going to take charge. Somebody who was taking charge. The person was banking on me that I was easy though. Follow me? Because I wanted to pin my name on the person, my prince. Follow me? Who's the prince of my life at that time. So we have right here, I was marveling at candlelight love. Follow me? That's true. Think back then though. Remember? Back then. Okay, so let's just see. Foreboding. German. Whatever the person's race. Follow me? Okay, so this person didn't see that I was crying out for niceness because this person tormented me. But right now, I guess this person tormented me behind the scenes or whatever, but back then, the person tormented me emotionally. Okay, I'm scared. So this would be me back then. I'm scared. I'm talking to God though, because I was dealing with God in my mind, and that's how I was handling all of my situations as far as anything with God. You can call somebody. Now do it. So I called God, talked to God, and God got me out. This person was mouthy a lot. But what was I going to do about it? And what I needed to do was get away from this person. Because it was wake up time, God said, and it was time for me to continue my life and get away from this person because this person liked the grandstand and it's not kosher. So we have right here that God wanted me to get straight to the point, eye to eye contact, no biting my tongue when engaging and talking to this person. But this person was looking at all money is green. So all money is green card is when you do a job that is not God don't condone. So this person was doing some kind of scam or whatever this person was doing. So anything as far as like a job that God don't like, prostitution, anything God don't like. I don't want to sit and name everything, you know, jobs God wouldn't like. Okay, so your life is your own. Don't force it on me. So this person's life was his own. I wasn't going to allow him to force his ways and how he was acting on me, myself. I moved on because God led me to move on. Because I didn't know what was going on emotionally. Temperatures rising in us. So temperatures was rising, but I was controlling myself inside. Right, so let's see, anything else? Okay, we got religion, so I was dealing with religion and its effects that it had on me at the time. I am not simply a follower, well, I'm a believer of the faith I follow. So as I believe in the faith I follow, right? So this person wanted to covet me. And it set him off. But let's say a her on here. So we got a female that's involved some kind of way, whoever she is. Whoever she is, she wanted to covet me. Whoever she is, I don't know. Okay, so I had to see it in a moment and jump for joy. And that is to get away from this religious group here. This church, because that's what it was. Okay, so I had to wean myself from a social skill. Being so nice, I feel. But this person needed to wean himself from a social skill, and that is not knowing how to talk to somebody who's nice and loving, or trying to take advantage of a person. So we got the radio, Instagram, any kind of computer or social media, whatever. Something's going to piss somebody off. So this video probably going to piss somebody off, but I really don't get what I'm saying? Because it says that this video or something on social media is going to piss somebody off. Any of the people I'm talking about in this video here is going to piss off, right? But I don't give a. Okay. So let's just see here, because whoever, this person and anybody else that come on my page or whoever, my channel, or anybody trying to cause problems for me to stop me from doing God's mission, you need to quit, right? Okay, so let's just see. We got religion again, because we're dealing with religion in my case, right? Are you molded? And I wasn't going to be molded to a religion. I think a certain kind of way, right? Or your leader's my God, and you weren't going to be my God. None of you, right? So you tried to bond me to it, to your religion, right? And I'm not going to be bonded to your religion, because I think for myself. You wanted me to just hold on, come back to the church, right? Right? You can talk back and say and answer what I just said, right? I'm not a liar. That's one thing, I'm not a liar. I don't talk just to talk. When I say things, I mean what I'm saying. Okay. Okay, so we here right here. I went there to that church thinking it was light and decent, because that's what church is supposed to be like, right? But it was danger below, danger lurking. Had all kind of plans set up for me that I ain't know nothing about, right? That was going to be life altering to me, right? Because you want to do it again. You want to drag me back to that church, or wherever you want to drag me back to, or drag me back to a messed up situation and feelings and emotions or whatever. But that's not going to happen ever. That's dead, remember, right? And anything dead, you cannot revive and make something come back alive. Now, I know that they bring people back alive in hospitals, but it got to be where it's like in, what, seconds? It got to be fast. It got to be fast, because it's not happening, right? You wanted me not to pay attention to my visions and my dreams. You wanted me to say, to God, no, I don't want to do what you want me to do, God. I just want to listen to a mere man or church, right? You have good and have bad, like the Gemini sign, Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. Because you was venting, you're a business-minded person. You was venting for a move to be made. And we have the Sage over here, somebody act like a fire sign, made a move. So we got somebody might have told you to make a move as far as on me, right? A female maybe. And you made a move, right? Take it however it goes, twist it around and make it however. You wanted me to get on a bus, get in a car, whatever, and come your way. I'm here for you, come on. Follow me. Because you're going to take your shot to try to tear me down, right? Or to kill me, right? Okay, let's just see. This one's supposed to have been, I didn't know what this one was. Okay, I was chained to you like a magnet, because as far as I was concerned, you was my twin flame, a person God told me. You was my husband, God told me. But evidently, God didn't tell you that then, because you ain't seem to know you was my husband, right? You ain't seem to know it, but you didn't care to know it. You tried to play me stupid in the winter time, right? You did, didn't you? Because you got a weakness for lovemaking, and I got a weakness for being kind, a nice person. I was trying to distinguish something that was horrifying. So this is the HIV card. So God told me, strike that. God didn't. Strike that, me saying that, because I thought this was another card, so I was going to say something. So, my life matters, God says, right? To me, right? But I'm saying, I'm going to read the card. My life matters. Get what I just said, right? Because you got a disease and God know it. If you have a disease, you need to tell her or him, right? Right? Got a disease, tell him or her. I was going to say something, but I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. I was going to, but I'm not going to say it. Okay? You wanted to drive in my direction, and you wanted me to be waiting, or vice versa. There's a mystery to all that you had all these demons, right? So, whatever demons you got is going to be a mystery to a lot of people. You know that you got a lot of demons, but it's a mystery to me that you got all these demons. Because if you online or any kind of way online trying to destroy my life, any kind of way, or doing anything behind my back against me to tear my life apart any kind of way, is a mystery to me that you got demons. That you would do anything against me, because I never did anything to hurt you, and you know it. Never in my life. I wouldn't even think to do nothing like that. Okay? You know the truth. You know it. And I know the truth too, that I never did anything to you to hurt you or harm you. And I never would. But you won't come in your defense as far as something. Maybe, I guess, to say you ain't do anything. I don't know. Okay, so limited light, wherever, outside or wherever. Let's just flow. What is this one? I miss you. Okay. You might say you miss me. I don't want to hear nothing about you miss me, though. I personally don't care, right? But just say I want to know why. So I probably would say that. I want to know why. Why you try to tear my life apart behind the scenes. Why you do all kind of things behind the scenes. Committed fraud. Try to badmouth and make it seem, mess up my reputation among people you know, because I don't know these people. And these people evidently don't know me, because I'm nothing like whatever you put out. Whatever you said, I'm nothing like that. It's the opposite. I'm not nothing like that. But you try to tarnish my name, and I got a problem with that. Right? You want to join a bereavement group. So if you don't join a bereavement group, you're going to be joining some kind of group, some kind of way, as far as church, hearing, court, or counseling, or drug treatment group, or whatever. Okay. You had unstoppable energy to come up against me, because I was keeping my cool and I was a certain kind of way, and you was coming against me all kind of ways behind my back. Because it's a limited light right here, boardwalk. So you was where you was, and that is on the I feel on the computer, or wherever, whatever's going on here, whatever was happening, and I didn't see it, so it's limited light, so I can't see. Or it might have been just at night when you was doing these things, I just don't know. But the thing is, I didn't do anything to you, and I don't deserve, when I didn't deserve what you did, you and whoever else you got hooked to, I don't deserve any of it, or I didn't. So you was picking certain people, evidently, to do whatever to, and whoever you picked, you know, you did whatever you did to. Right? So I was one of the people, evidently, for whatever reason, you know, but you try to control and try to keep me molded in a box over there in a showcase, and I just stay over there. Really, you didn't even want me in a showcase. Because in the showcase, at least you get looked at. You wanted me in a box where it's sealed up, like that box I'm looking at. The book's inside, I think. You wanted me like in that box right there, seal the box up, tape it up, and don't be seen. I ain't do anything wrong to you, and that's the thing about it. Like I say, there's nothing for you to say to me but why you did what you did to me. That's all it is. I want to hear out of you why you did what you did to me. Okay, let's see. Because I'm an honest person. Come ask me whatever, and I'll tell you. Come ask me whatever it is, and I'll tell you. You don't need to go ask nobody nothing about me. I'll tell you. You just need to ask me whatever the question is and let me answer the question. Because I'm just not a liar. I'm just not that. And if I feel something's none of your business, I'm going to say, you don't need to know that because it's none of your business. So it all depends on what you're saying to me. So let's just say, okay, yeah, because it was buffoonery. You made a gesture. It was buffoonery. You was needing money for your house, for your bills, or whatever. You wanted to get all the help offered to you. And it was a gesture that was buffoonery to come against me. And that's what you did. Committed fraud. Did all kind of negative things. Said all kind of negative things, or whatever you done. Right? You know what you did. Maybe at nighttime. Making money at night, they say $4,000, but whatever. You get my drift, whatever you was doing. It was a sure thing. You wanted me to have somber pain. Right? Because you was toying with me back then, and I walked away from you. So there's some information that motivated you to come against me up there with that card because you needed money, dealing with a bill up, and you wanted money. There it is again. But you needed to respect me to lessen the pain, but you didn't. I pinpointed something that I wanted equal and fair. You wasn't treating me like I deserved to be treated. God didn't want me to go in head first like a sailor, but be the chairperson of my own life, and I did. And I left that church. So we have right here that you got fear drops because you had to downsize, or you don't want to downsize present because you're dealing with a total community, church members, or whoever these people is. You're dealing with your job or whoever. Okay? So you're trying, right now you might try to come and try to sugarcoat things with me, or you're trying to sugarcoat things with the people you work with or church or whoever these people are. You're being considerate of your partner, whoever you had. I'm not selfish because I want a whole man myself personally. Gay, straight, or cheating kind of person. Because you wanted to justify that I care with you after a while, right? But I did care at the beginning, but you didn't care. But when I went away and went on about my business for good, and I'm going to say 2023 was the cut of the cord. That time right there was the cut of the cord. The real cut for me actually, I cut. Thanksgiving Day 2023, I cut the cord for good. Right? Where you might wanted me to care, but I wasn't going to care because I wanted a real God love, and you never demonstrated that to me. Because you couldn't love me right and give me a God love. So no, I can't waste time with people like that. So I was going to sow a seed out of my pain and keep it up, right? And just be a good person because I'm an earth angel, serene love. Courting is wonderful. So I was going to be free to court. Follow me? Because I'm single and I'm free. And it's wonderful to be free, single, and court, and cut the cord on anybody ungodly or unworthy of me, the self, right? So you might wish you could be like a fly on the wall. It would be freeing to know what's going on as far as my thoughts or who, if I even met anybody or whatever. So cheating should be the last thing that I do with you, right? So I want to take it with, if some kind of way you was to, if I was single and free, cheating should be the last thing that I did or you did, because evidently you was talking to somebody else and you was trying to talk to me on the side of what was going on with you at that time period. But during this time right now, it still would be the same, right? But you in your dream house, but you going to jail. Somebody's going to jail. Somebody out of the equation on this table, or somebody who came against me. Okay? So we had somebody try to give a disease to somebody, but I'm not going to put that with me, right? So I'm going to put that with me as far as that's what your intentions was, right? That was one of your intentions, right? So we're going to have that 432, 35, 13, dealing with a locker, dealing with doom, dealing with annex. You want the original back. You want the original back is you want me to be how I used to be, where I used to like you a whole lot and all that kind of stuff. You want that back, where I don't do a bunch of talking. You want that back, but you ain't getting that back. Because people abuse their power when they hear somebody nice and decent and all. You don't know how to treat people, so you have to get the other side of the person. Because I don't show the other side. Majority of the time, I don't show the other side. I give you the benefit of the doubt until you don't get that privilege. Get what I'm saying? So you didn't know how to cherish me at the time. So it's nothing you can say to me right now. It says I will say I'm sorry. So you might try to say you're sorry, but that don't mean anything to me because you meant to do what you did. What you're supposed to say is I was wrong for what I did to you. I shouldn't have did it. Don't come and say you're sorry, because that means nothing to me. That's a straight out lie. Straight out lie, right? So you're a serpent. And I needed to take baby steps in my thinking, right? So you might be dealing with a jail, a brick house in general, a jail, a house, a building, or a lawyer's office, or wherever. Or I might do, because I might be salty. You were salty back then to me, but I might be salty this time around. I don't know, because I might want to know who did it, because this card say who did it. So I'm quite sure I'm not going to be smiling to you when I say this. Who did it? Did you do it? Who did it? Or why you did it? How, whatever words come out. Okay? Okay, because you was following me evidently from a distance. You online, in person, or wherever the heck you was, right? You or somebody hooked you. Take it however it goes, because it was competition at work. So you had competition as far as trying to make me somebody you need to compete against, like I'm somebody who did something to you. But evidently, you felt I did for whatever reason. So it's transparent. You wanted to make me a liability, and that means get rid of me in whatever way. Okay? So book an appointment. Was he really worth it? So God talking to me right here. Book an appointment, and that would be like if the courts send me something and I come some kind of way. This is what God want me to think. Was he really worth it? Or this will go with me meeting you in the first place. Was you really worth it? Because the appointment was made and able to see you. Okay? God said don't let what you seek ruin your life. So God told me back then, don't let me seek ruin my life, because you wasn't no good for me. Because I couldn't find it. So God led me away from you. And then the next card is he is vengeful. So you became vengeful because I went another direction, because God told me. I'm going to do always what God tell me. If I had to pick you and God going to win every time. because I loved you back then. I loved you back then. But over God, no. You can't stand over God. I don't care who I love. Right? You couldn't stand over God. Though God tell me to go about my business, I'm going. Right? You need to check yourself and do some soul searching. Because God told me don't waste my time with you, because you was a waste of time. Because God already knew you was a serpent. You wasn't no good. God already knew that. God was trying to have it where I helped change you up, but you didn't want to be changed up. Some people just like wallowing in the dirt, in the gutter, and being negative and being in the devil's playground. Some people like that, and you was one of them, evidently. God said, don't waste your time. The brass loved one. He don't want to change. He want to be like he want to be. I'm not going to let him just tarnish you. No. Now, maybe, in this time period right here, you want me to desire you, maybe, to give you a chance. I don't know. But back then, I wanted you to desire me and be nice to me and care about me. But remember what you told me? I don't love you. I'll never forget that. You said, I don't love you. You wasn't mean or nothing about it. You just said, I don't love you. Then eventually, you said one day, well, I love you with the God love. Get what I'm saying? I love you with the God love, but you ain't love me with the God love. That was a straight out lie. So you shouldn't even put God in it, because that was a straight out lie. Because the way you've been carrying me, that's the phrase I'm hearing in my mind, the way you've been carrying me since I left. That's not God love. God love don't destroy people. That's the devil's love. So you lying on God, talking about you love me with the God love. You ain't love me with no God love. God don't do no stuff like that. God is on my side. God not against me. Yes, you are. Getting a reading from me, the brass love one, healer to rough. Okay, so we have don't over talk, because something was in the drawer, in the pocket, or whatever. So that's coming behind somebody popping up. So some kind of way, if you try to pop up on me, find something in the drawer, in the person's pocket. Don't over talk them, because something is in the pocket or in the drawer. Okay, because somebody might pop up. Just say Wednesday, but whatever day, right? Because somebody taking somebody for a joke. So you taking me for a joke. You taking me for a joke that you think that you can still get away with whatever. Right? So you taking me for a joke. I'm not taking you for a joke. You taking me for a joke, because right here it says right here that something could be on camera footage or something, and something could be on camera footage, or we have what is this? Oh, you might want to try to get me to sign something, because you're trying to work hard on trying to figure out something. You're trying to work on whatever it may be. Okay, so okay, because it's showtime, and life is like a movie for you, not for me. Okay, so let's see. Did you mixed up in whatever you mixed up in, tangled up in, that you trying to blame me for? Okay, so God told me to never stop wanting the best out of love for myself, and know that I had to love me first, and I decided to love me first, because you had tendencies, and that is for sure. Okay, you need to get a clear mind though, because you didn't have romance in a long time, or care from me, right? Period, I guess, right? But I'm gonna say from me, because we dealing with me and you, right? I forgot what lonely meant. So this card would be my card. I forgot what lonely meant. So this card for me just simply means that you just way out of my radar. My mind ain't thinking nothing about you. That's what that means. I'm not lonely for you or anything like that. I forgot what lonely meant. It's like you never existed. That's what this card is for me in this storyline, right? So it is never too much sugar when it comes in the form of romance. So yeah, so we got the romance 2 times. So your mind is thinking about romance. So that's the only way you can connect with people, I guess, is through romance. But you gotta grow up. You can't connect and that's the only way you can connect with a woman is romance. Okay, because that's not the way to go. So God want, okay. So you wanted me to walk into my destiny, or you might want to tell me you want to marry me. That's a destiny, or you wanted me to walk into my destiny, and that is death, right? Okay, so because you had a history with me. Okay, so you was trying to get to the Milky Way, and you thought, for me, myself, silly and me, to think I could get anywhere in life myself, but you was trying to get to the Milky Way. But now you looking at things for yourself right now, thinking silly of you to think that you could get to the Milky Way because you did all kind of things, plotting, scheming, or what all you did to get to the Milky Way. And you ended up wherever you ended up, whatever's going on with you right now. You're astonished that she did it, that I did something, or some other woman you know did something. Take it however it goes. Because I had 2 chances to be a star, but you felt you had 2 chances to be a star, right? So back then, when I met you during that time period, I wanted you to pick me, right? I miss you. Just back then, remember? But right now, you might want me to pick you. Reversal, right? Role reversal. You miss me. I have no idea though. So we have that. Our friend may ask to use your car, but don't let the person, or don't get in. So if some kind of way you come my way and you want me to go for a ride, God telling me don't get in. And you definitely not a friend of mine. You never was my friend. I was yours though back then. But you never was my friend. Because God sent me to you, so everything about me was pure. And everything about you was not pure. It was toxic. Follow me? Dad was in the army, so if you never was in the army, maybe your father was. If not that, you just like a drill sergeant. You somebody who like to control. You might be narcissistic, maybe. You got a dishonorable discharge because you in trouble, or you're going to be in trouble, or you got one from me when I walked away. That means that you didn't honor me, okay? Or your father, whoever might have been in the army, and he got a dishonorable discharge, okay? You want your needs met, and you might want me to simmer down right now, because if you're watching me any kind of way, you might don't like things I'm saying. Something on your skin, my skin, whatever it may be, okay? So let's just see. I'm hearing that song, you're coming out of nowhere now. Why is that coming? Oh my goodness. Let me see where we at. Oh shoot. I'm gonna say it a little low. It's not late or nothing like that. Tell me, what should I do when you tell me that you love me, darling? Why you gonna break your promise, baby? Okay, so I'm hearing that, so you might feel like at one time in your life that I told you I loved you, and you feel like I'm breaking my promise because I said I loved you one time, so you feel like I supposed to just love you forever and just stick around forever and be available forever, maybe? Because I just heard that song. You might feel like, why you acting so strange, baby? You might feel I'm acting strange, but I'm not acting strange. You might feel I'm acting different, but, you know, that's been a long time ago. So people supposed to grow and change. You don't supposed to keep being in the kindergarten. You're supposed to get to 12th grade, remember? You don't supposed to keep being in the kindergarten. You're supposed to get to 12th grade. So you don't supposed to just be stuck on somebody and don't grow. And don't meet other people. That means that's a dysfunction. Okay? And why do somebody think they so special? Somebody's supposed to sit there and like let their life waste away while people is everywhere with everybody. It makes no sense. People have to learn to love themselves, and I definitely love the self. Okay? So Things was charged up to my bank account. Not to my bank account. Things was charged up to a bank account some kind of way. Tab or whatever, anything. As far as my name though. Because some kind of fraud took place. Something radical happened on a weekend or whatever. We got number 7. That is my favorite number. Right? Could have been at least 7 people. 7 years. You know me or whatever this is. Right? So, alright, you wanted for revenge on me. You and whoever you hook to, right? I gotta put more in. Things was being covered up. Needed to see what needed to be seen. Emotions, because you was greedy. But you will pay for being greedy against me, because you may have a rug or somebody you know that have a design or striped. You need to deal with what was on your plate and throw away the scraps. And just have some structure in your life, because you laying down beside you is like my first crush. So you felt like being beside me was like your first crush, right? But I had to get away from the haters and the snakes, right? Let's flow. Okay, so we have right here that so be it. Your advisor, you wanted me to let you advise, and I did let you advise back then because you was in leadership. But you want that now though. Well, you're gonna be dealing with somebody like that, but what business is it of you all? So you didn't want nobody to know your business that you was talking to me. You didn't want nobody to know your business. Remember? You can't talk to me. Don't talk to me like that inside of this place here. Remember? Okay, you might need more vitamin C. So, the activity on your cell phone, whatever activity. Okay. War mind back then, right? So we have right here that okay. Wait a minute. Okay, I was willing to do something because of fear and force, because I was given no other choice. So I stayed connected for a while because I felt that God wanted me to be connected and help you with a spiritual journey, right? So I felt forced that I have to stay until God taught me that no, we all have free will. And you can leave whenever you feel you need to leave. And if somebody not treating you right, that's the time to break whatever it is. So I left. But you might have did something because you felt like because of fear and force you was willing to do something. You was given no other choice. You felt you was forced. Okay, you might have a cat. You might be dealing with somebody biracial, light skin, or whatever. But it says right here that it is time for you to heal though. Okay, because you wanted to treat me like your plaything. Follow me? Because I was captivating. You wanted me to make up my mind. Or you just wouldn't make up your mind, but you still trying to treat me like a plaything though. So God wanted me to go on and fight and stop running. Only I could make things happen in my life. But also yourself, right? So we have that it is obvious that I be scared of nothing, but it was obvious that you was scared of nothing. Because you was going to get splashes of joy. Your eyes was telling you the truth. I guess as far as whatever was going on with you or whatever you was doing. Or you became a ticking time bomb. So you don't care if I got anxious about anything or what. You didn't care how I felt. You became a ticking time bomb. Right? More than one time. Okay? So it's time to come clean though. Face to face. Right? Action. So you needed to have a mindset like the Libra. Balance. Or it's just going to be some justice. And you business minded like the Virgo. Or you dealing with a Virgo or Libra or Capricorn or Gemini. Those people in your space. Okay? You dealing with your in-laws, people you work with, or your in-laws. It's not easy all the time. Okay? a time was mentioned and checked to come against me or whatever this is, right? So let's just see. Okay. So this card keep jumping out. So you needed to super up the ball of cheating. You need to leave it in this court. Cheating as far as in romance, or cheating as far as in committing fraud and things like that. So we got a Leo right here. So you know what's right, right? Because I had a playground love for you, right? Okay, so we have right here that there was some tendencies, and that was a sure thing that you had, because I had beautiful feelings back then. But right now you're trying to test my feelings. But we have right here, feel the moisture. I felt the moisture of what that took from me. But God wanted me and want me to speak to the millions, okay? So we got a great grandma absorb. So we got a great grandma or somebody who's a grandma that might be in your presence. So whoever this is, I don't know. Something about a great grandma, a great aunt. You wanted me to be playful for an hour, or you might want me to be today, because you might want to say you want to marry me today, but back then you didn't say anything about marriage or anything. You didn't even love me, you said. So right now you might try to say things like that out of nowhere, magically, right? So court gonna be in session, yes, whenever it be, unless it's happening now, and I don't know, because you're keeping options open, men and women. Okay, let's just see. I'm trying to end it. Okay, it was gonna be marvelous. You might be telling me right now we can make it, but back then you was looking at me like a wildcat, a loose lady. But right now you're looking at me as a go-getter in business. See the difference? So justice is coming, because you're using my information, it says, right? You're gonna be sharing in a support group, and I feel that's court. So you might get an organ tampered with, whatever organ, if it's not the kidney, something going on. Okay, I'm trying to end it. So we have that you were staying at a dead-end job. Some job evidently wasn't working for you or whatever. You wanted peace, so. Okay, what is this? What is this? Wait a minute. Okay, I don't know about that one. I don't know. I can't make it out good. So, okay, you was a mastermind that created a shockwave in my life, because we dealing with church, right? Church is not what I thought it was, right? Because I was dealing with church, so this is going toward me, so that's why I'm going to go that direction. So I'm trying to end this, so Lord. So I'm just picking the cards up. I'm trying to end it, though. I need an end card. So we got a sister that's going to jail, or she coming out of jail. So we got a sister, your sister, or some lady, whoever she is, a sister or a friend, or it's a female, whoever she is. So don't let her stay with you if you're a married person. So I'm not married though, so I shouldn't let her live with me if I had somebody, because she would, I guess, be coming for my husband if I had one. So we have sister going to jail or coming out, or a friend, whoever this lady is, some female, or somebody you know. You need to look in the mirror, or she need to look in the mirror. Take it however it goes, right? So we got a Taurus or any earth sign, right, that needed to show some kind of love. So you might ask me, can I help you? And you want me to move on it, but I'm not. Okay, so we have right here that every day is not a good day for you. Okay, so you might pinpoint something and complain because you need a not believe in man's word but God's word. So you was living a plantation way of living and you couldn't flow with it. That means you had to make something happen, so you became a mastermind and able to make some money, seem like, because you was dealing with a dead-end job or whatever kind of job you had. So you committed a senseless act and you're going to jail, you're going to boo-hoo, because you went against me as far as stealing or whatever from me. So you was worried about losing me and losing your job or whatever money you was trying to steal from me or whatever this is. So let's see, you wanted me to yield for a second, and I guess that means be in a box, get out your way, or whatever you wanted, shut up, or whatever you wanted. You move fast on it. Okay, so let me see if this one is the same. Now you're acting so strange, baby. So we have right here that, what are you bringing to the table? So you're just looking at what I could bring to the table some kind of way. When you met me, you might felt like I wasn't bringing nothing to the table, maybe. Or right now you looking at maybe now what I can bring to the table or anything like that. You need to sing on your head, sing some songs. I hear belt out some songs. I hear that. Because simply why? I might ask you why. Because you and whoever you connected to some kind of way, a woman or whoever you connected to, an aunt, a grandma, or a sister, friends, or whoever you connected to, a group of people, whoever, you're going to be blaming each other for the death of a person or the end of this money scheme that's going on. Okay, so you're an antelope because you're going to be dealing with the big boys, judges, law enforcement, anybody large and in charge. So you was trying to manifest your desires. Can we be friends? No, we can't, because you already determined back then that I wasn't your friend, and anything past that you still didn't want me as a friend. But now you want me as a friend for some reason. Okay. Okay, I'm trying to end it, Lord. I'm trying to end this. I gotta end it. Let me see if I can get at least 20 cards, Lord. Let me see if I can make it in 20 cards, universe. Okay, bear with me. At least 20 cards. Okay, what? I didn't know it was going to go this direction, but this is the way God taking it, and I'm all for it if God taking it that way. I see the Justice card. Okay, if it's it's gonna be some justice for sure against you, right? Okay, because you picked me to do what you did, the crime you committed, because you gave your ex too much power. You gave somebody power yourself. You gave power to somebody, right? Somebody who your ex now, maybe. You want to be picked by the person, or right now you want me to pick you, but I gave you power back then. Take it however it goes. So let's just say, so you're stepping out on a woman you had right here, a wife or whoever you had. You want to save some money. You're stepping out on her talking to me or anything like that. That's what. So you might be stepfather or father in general. Some kind of way. Are you or her or somebody was sleeping with or having an affair with or whatever with your friend or with a neighbor or with another man or whatever's going on. So you saw him go in her car or house, or you saw or somebody saw you go in somebody's car or house, or saw me go in your house, or whatever this is. I don't feel like guessing a bunch of places. Oh my goodness, that's just too many places. I'd be like trying to figure out all this different stuff. So save yourself no matter what. So you want to save yourself no matter what, because what's the cost of your life? So you want to save yourself no matter what, because what's the cost of your life? Because right now you're going to try to save yourself, because what's the cost of your life? So whatever you have to do, you want to do to save yourself, whatever it is, right? So if you had to kill somebody, you're just going to kill somebody. If you had to steal, you're just going to steal. Whatever it is you had to do. So you want to cultivate things and bring joy to yourself, right? So let's just go. So you want to change house, stop loafing around. But God telling me that I shouldn't lower my standards though, because you will never love me. Follow me? So I'm happy with my life, my color. So you got a problem with color, or you got a problem with just thinking you're better than me for whatever reason, right? Or we just got somebody in your group, your friends group, whoever you talk to, has got a race problem, right? Maybe I'm too dark for the person. Maybe I'm too light for the person. I don't know if it's a person that's the same race, or if it's just somebody another race in general, or whatever this is, or you just think you better than, or somebody else you know think they better than. And I don't know how many times I gotta tell you people that none of you is better than nobody else. Person needed to see what's troubling this person though. So we have right here that you was wondering, was I your good fortune? And you decided I was your good fortune. And that's what you and whoever you was connected to decided to do. I was your good fortune, and you was going to strip me of anything you felt that I owned. Okay? Flow like a river. You wanted to leave me with feelings that flow like a river, where I be torn apart, or useless, or drunk or whatever. I'm not a drunk, I'm not a drug addict, never was. I never was. Pill pusher, I never was. So you wanted it to be where my life just be ruined, where I just be in the street, I guess, in the gutter. I gotta laugh about that, because really, I laugh when, instead of getting angry with things, I laugh about it, right? Because people got a serious nerve. You want to be treated like a king or queen, but you want to treat somebody else like dirt. Something is wrong with that picture, right? So we staring at the ocean, or in your emotions, or you're gonna be in your emotions, or I don't know if you're going to the beach, somebody going to the beach, going on vacation, let me see. Okay, so we have right here, it was time for me to move on back then, because you was taking me as a joke. God told me back then. So right now, God's saying it's time for you to move on, because you're not going to be taking me for a joke, because you're a joke right now for me. Okay, so we have right here that going to court some kind of way about some kind of property or items or whatever this is, because a connection was dismantled between me and you, whenever it was, right? So beware the Lord thinker. So you might try to come in law and try to talk and act like you care or whatever it is out of nowhere, right? Got 061. So you might have boy kids, girl kids, or you was my twin flame at the time, but that stuff is over. That journey is over, okay? You like boys and girls, follow me? So we have right here that your best friend is involved in a crime. Be confident in it. You was confident in it for sure, what all you was doing against me. Because you wanted me to be downtrodden. It takes two to make rights well. And you weren't trying to make rights well. You might have an older brother, or you the older brother. Shocking. So a real brother or a friend, whoever this person is. So you was in Wonderland, and the choice was made against me. I think I went over 20 again. Okay. Oh yeah, but that's not the end though. So you plunged in to take your shot. Okay, so you wasn't worth, you was looking at me as not worth the cause back then and worth your time, but God telling me that for you now. You needed not to make no excuses for work and work harder, because you caused a disturbance in my life ever since I left, right? You was living a pipe dream, but I also was, because I thought that we was going to join and do God's mission, but it didn't happen, right? So can we really be friends? No, we'll never be friends. All right? So what's the cost of a life right here? So what's the cost of my life to sit there and be waiting for you to come back and be friends and do God's mission? That was a waste of my life, right? And God didn't want me wasting my time. You heard that card I set up there, right? But you felt like you wasn't friends to me, and you was looking at what's the cost of my life, and at one point you wanted to kill me. You or somebody connected to you. Take it however it's flowing. And you know it. So you might be dealing with somebody biracial, light skin, or whatever. Right? I'm single, or the person might be single. I don't know. I have been chasing you, so you've been chasing me, following me, stalking me, or somebody you know. Somebody in your circle. It's not you, right? Unstable, stalking, mentally ill, drugging, drinking. Not all there, whatever's going on. Okay? So, I'm not tolerating you in affordable housing, so I'm in affordable housing. You in affordable housing. Housing you can afford. Follow me. Okay, so okay, it's a penalty phase for you to Neo. Okay, so we have right here that I set myself free from a commitment of thinking that you was a twin flame of mine, that this is not going to happen, it's never going to happen. So I had to set myself free from that. Because I had a mirage in my mind as far as thinking about we was going to come together and do God's mission. I had to break that cycle, get out of that. Okay? It was tension-filled times during that time period. Okay? Because you was posing as what you wasn't while I was seeking refuge. So, some kind of way you was posing as what you wasn't. I was seeking refuge, but you was posing as what you wasn't. You was doing something behind my back, posing as me, doing whatever you was doing, acting like you was somebody that you wasn't or whatever. You was cold-blooded and you wanted to be the center of attention. But you want me to hear your sob story. You want me to hear it, right? But I don't really want to hear your sob story. So we have right here, you sustaining yourself at a shelter, at a place that's not your permanent home. Or you're going to be. Take it that way if you're not. You want it to be a carbon copy of what it was before. As far as me being like I used to be, all kind and nice and just let you control and talk. But it never will be like that ever again. You was opinionized. Was I work worthy? Was I a certain kind of woman at the beginning? And evidently I wasn't the kind of woman you wanted, right? So right now, you think I am work worthy, right? So that's why you're interested, look like, because I wanted sensitivity back then and tenderness. But right now you want it from me, right? But you're not gonna get it. I'm hearing it's making me go to my In Vogue. This one of my daughter's favorite songs. Never gonna get it, 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 never gonna get it. I'm saying it wrong. Sweet loving. You're never gonna get the sweet loving from me again like it used to be, where I was really nice and kind. I'm nice now. But there's a little bit difference with me. It comes with a layer of strong on the top. Get what I'm saying? It seems like I'm mad, but I'm not mad. So back then, you can get away with just saying whatever to me, right? But right now, it's not gonna fly. Get what I'm saying? I'm still nice though. You're not gonna get that. You're never gonna get it, never gonna get it. You're never gonna get it, never gonna get it. Never gonna get it, never gonna get it. Never gonna get it, gonna get it. You're never going to get that kind of me back again, because I had to look and see that you was posing as what you wasn't. You was wasting my time. I was wasting my time, but you was wasting my time. But you wasn't wasting your time because you had everything planned out, right? What you had planned out that I knew nothing about. Okay? So you're going to need a bail's bondsman. If not that, some kind of way, it's going to be some kind of celebration or something happening where invitations might go out for something or whatever this is. Okay. Okay, so back then I was searching for love. You was a player though. But right now, you might want it to be where I'm a boss and you want to get a job with me or something like that. If it goes like that, or we can just keep it like it was. A best friend was involved in a crime against me, one of your best friends. Because I don't have any best friends, so it gotta be me, right? You're gonna wanna talk, and I'm gonna say for what? So we have that, don't force my hand. Somebody could live in New York, you know. So don't force my hand. So you might have went extra because you was mad because I went my own direction some kind of way, or something just wasn't going like you planned, so you forced your hand and went overboard with whatever you did. Silly of me to think that I could fool you, so you tried to fool me and do things behind my back, force your hand and do things, because right here with that first card, with the player card and the searching for love, we supposed to have been in collaboration as twin flames to do God's mission, but you didn't want it like that. You wanted to control and boot me out, evidently. You wanted to boot me out because you didn't want me to be the person you be in collaboration with, like God wanted to do God's work, right? You didn't want that. Okay, so we have right here that if you met the person lesbian or gay, you still can do God's mission. So I can still definitely do God's mission no matter what your sexual preferences is. I really don't care about your sex life. It had nothing to do with me. For honorable time was set and date. You felt like we was unique as, right? You need to filter your ways, or you want me to filter my ways now. The only unique as it would be is that we was twin flames at the time. That's the only unique as we would have been, right? Because you was definitely opposite of me. We two different directions. We totally different. You the Leo and I'm the Aquarius. We are opposites. Follow me? So I had lots of feelings. I wanted to express at one time, pray it, but never happened. Or you might try to have some that you want to express, you know, but I'm not trying to hear a bunch of nothing you gotta say, except for why you did what you did. That's all I want to hear. If you say anything to me, don't say you're sorry to me, because I'm gonna turn my back on you probably if you say a phrase like that, because I don't want to hear that, because you meant to do what you meant to do. You felt you was educated, more educated than me for some reason, but you don't realize that God gave me whatever knowledge I got, and you are not more educated than me with any knowledge God gave me. You can't hold a candle to me with what God taught me, period. You was fooling yourself. You was being a jackal right here. But I'm going to turn it around. You felt you was educated and you wanted me to be a fool. Follow me, for you. But God said you're a jackal, right? Okay, so I'm trying to end it. What I'm trying to end this. Let's keep going long. Let me see how I need to. Let me just see if I can just ask yourself why. So forcing yourself to cope. So you needed to ask yourself why forcing yourself to cope with keep trying to do things behind my back. Because you're taking me as a joke. Feeling like you can do whatever it is God had me to do. So you might try to buy me something that's cheap. Okay? So I went away from you back then. Or you going somewhere. To another country, another state, another city, or whatever's going on. And I'm going to say bye-bye to you. You already said bye-bye back then, I guess. So I guess you're going to finally say bye-bye to me, I guess. Because it's going to be time to begin and go ahead to wherever you're going to be going. And I definitely did that. And I went away because you was doing stuff all night, probably all day or whatever. As far as a job. You might want to talk through the extension to me, some kind of pillow talk or nice talk while you're feeling whatever place you're feeling. So, you said okay to something that you really didn't want to do, but you needed to pick your battles. You shouldn't have picked me to be your battle. Because we supposed to have been on the same team as far as doing God's work. But you used me to be a foe, to be an enemy. Okay? You want to spell out something and expect nothing less than the best, but you're not going to get the best out of me. So you can say whatever, right? But there's a bunch of people that you know who know about this, right? Who are gonna know about it, what you did or whatever. Can you cope with that? But then, can I cope with it? Because to know that you did this kind of stuff to me, because you don't want to see that I'm a trailblazer, that you wanted jointness with me, a trailblazer, but you didn't want jointness with me for the right reasons back then. You just wanted me to be little Miss Simple, what you call it? Silly, Simple Sally, somebody who don't have a brain. Always had a brain. I let men kind of do their talking and all. I don't really like to talk over men because a man is a man. So I don't really like to be over talking a man, so I just let you do your talking. You already know when you think back to then, I ain't do a bunch of talking. I let you do a lot of talking. You know I did. You said you did all the talking. I answered whatever question or whatever little bit I said, and that was it. I ain't do a bunch of talking. You did all the talking. Think back, and you'll think back to it. So it was hard for you to believe that I was a trailblazer because I wasn't doing a lot of talking. You ever heard people say that people quiet just because somebody quiet? Don't rule them out because they quiet. Don't rule somebody out because they look a certain kind of way. You don't know. Somebody could be a millionaire out there that's homeless and you don't even know it because you see them looking like they look. Don't judge a book by its cover. That's what I'm trying to say. So you judge the book by its cover. And also, because I ain't do a bunch of talking, and I said yeah to certain things or whatever, and I didn't fuss or whatever, you just took me for granted. You wanted jointness with me in the wrong ways though. But right now you want jointness still in the wrong ways. Because now you see I'm a trailblazer, but back then you couldn't see it. Okay, you didn't want to see it, I feel. Because you was dealing with a secret society where you was trying to get equal and fair from whoever. Because you're going to be going to court or... Let me see the next card, then I know which way to take this. I'm trying to end this, Lord. Dang it, how many friend cards I got? Don't care no more. Okay. Okay. You're going to be going to court. If not the court, rehearsal, or training, or audition, or going somewhere. You're going to need transportation. Or I needed transportation back then. Because I was looking at this as sacred back then. Because God sent me to you. God said you was my husband, that's why you became in your space. But I don't care no more. Right? So let's say, and here you are. I feel this is the present right now. I don't care no more. It was sacred back then, but I don't care. When I say I don't care, I don't care. I don't talk just to talk. That's one thing about me. If I say I hate anything, I hate it. But you ain't going to hear me say I hate nobody because I don't hate any people. I might hate ways about a person, but I'm not going to sit and say I hate people, right? So I don't just talk just to be talking, right? We are true friends. No, we never was true friends, ever. I always been a friend to you. You never was no true friend to me. You never was a friend to me in the first place. And it says, you are done. So I'm going to turn it around and say that I'm done. Okay? because it was something sacred as far as me, because God sent me that direction, and you treated it like it was as good as trash. So let's leave it just like it is. You feel it's trash, leave it right there in the sewer where you threw it at. And that is the situation ship, because that's what it was. A situation ship. You wasn't no love interest. You wasn't a guy of mine. You was a situation ship. That was a situation ship. Okay? But God said you was my husband, but you wasn't my husband until you said you wanted to marry me and put a ring on my finger. So I can't say you was my husband. God told me you was, but that's all that is. The man got to say that he want to marry you. So until you said anything like that, I couldn't like sit and say you my husband. You know, I know what God told me, but I just had to just leave that alone, right? But like I said, I looked at it as sacred because God told me that, right? And I just had to keep that in my mind. But then it came a time where I didn't care anymore because I saw that you didn't care and you act like I was as good as trash. I wasn't worth the cause. I didn't have whatever you thought I should have or whatever. And I saw that you was done. And I decided I was done. Because I definitely saw something and heard something. And it made me make my big decision I made. I don't hate anybody. You know that I didn't leave away from you in no angry state. I didn't leave from you with no angry state or being mean and mad. I was never like that. I wasn't like that. I leave places and people peaceful. I do it a certain kind of way. You might don't even know that I don't like what you did deep down. Or if I do say it to you, I'm still not going to be acting angry about it. So, yeah, it was like, yeah, I was peaceful. God told me to make the move, and I made the move, because that's what I told you back then. Yeah, my assignment, my duty is finished here. You know, this is not the place for me any longer. And that's it. You know, no hard feelings. I'm just going about my business. And if I'm going about my business, let me go about my business. Don't cause no problems for me because I'm going about my business. You know, to see whatever God has for me next. You don't get to just try to tear my life apart because I want to follow what God wants done in my life. So yeah, I want whatever it is. So if you did anything against me, or whatever you did against me, I want whatever it is. I want you to pay for anything you did against me, whatever it was. I don't know what you did exactly. I know some fraud in there, but I don't know everything. But whatever it is, I want you to pay for your crime. You and anybody connected to you. I want that. So I'm a real nice person, but I want you to pay for your crime. You and whoever else try to do anything against me. And that's how I am right now. Back then, the kind of person I was back then, I would have said no. Oh no, I don't want that. I forgive the person and say, oh no, I don't want that. But see, there's a difference in me now. I forgive you, but I want you to pay for your crime, though. That's the difference in me now. So this is the Bradstow One Healer Tarot now here on YouTube. This is a storyline reading. Evidently, it just spread it out like it spread it out. Spread it out like it spread it out. So everybody who it go with, you know, take a piece of it, because if it's you in it, look at this as a big soup. And whatever part you play in it to bring it together, take your part. Because it's not just you. I know it's other people, whoever they may be, right? I don't know who these people are unless you get in front of me and I see your face, and I still don't know who you are. Right? Unless you're somebody I really know. So, yeah. God said it's time though. So it's time. It's time for some justice to be served and for me to know what it is I need to know and for some things to be straightened out because it's been long enough and it didn't help up things that God want done by me. I've been helped up on purpose. But it's time. It's time for the devil to get in the devil's place. And that means you need to step down. It's time to step down. Okay. It's the wrestler one.